So, today we will discuss the third and the fourth stanza of the poem The Patriot. As we have read the first two stanzas, we have found a very touching as well as a sensitive event that took place a year back when all the people received and welcomed their dear Patriot. The way he was welcomed was obviously royal and grand. People were throwing petals of roses, showering petals on him. The road was totally covered up. The road was covered up with the tiny flowers. As it is written, if you follow the book, it is provided that myrtle flowers. So, a grand welcome to a beloved one. People are clapping, they were ringing bells, they were shouting, they were rejoicing to the ultimate extent. And such was the intensity of their rejoice, such was the strength of their cheer, that it shook the surroundings. And here the poet has said, had I said good folks mere noise repel. If the poet had asked the people to stop making noise and instead do one thing, that they must bring the sun from the sky for him, the people would accept that offer easily, and surely they will bring that sun. And not only that, they would ask nothing else. So, you can see that people are all hypnotized with the great deeds of the Patriot, and they are ready to sacrifice, hand over anything that they have. Alack, it was who I leaped for the sun. Leaped for the sun means he jumped for the sun. Hyperbole, no one can jump for sun. What is that? The Patriot wanted to do something impossible. Leap for the sun means to do something impossible. To give it to my loving friends to keep, and for whom he would go and jump from the very sun. He would go and bring the sun for his friends, for the countrymen, not for his own self, that he will not keep the sun as a piece of decoration inside his house. That means he wanted to do something great, valiant, in order to gift his countrymen, in order to gift his people, not for his own self. This is the error of judgment he has committed. This is the overwhelming ambition he had. Overwhelming ambition means excessive ambition. And as a result of that, what will happen? This Patriot will suffer. So, we have seen in Macbeth, the Macbeth wanted to be a hero, more than a hero, an epic hero. Ultimately, he suffered. We have seen in many tragedies the people with great ambition, wanted to do something and ultimately suffered. So, ambition is good, extra ambition or overwhelming ambition is bad. So, the Patriot did one error, that his ambition was excessive. He wanted to do extremely good things for his countrymen. As a result of that, he suffered. Not man could do have I left undone. He has done all the things that a man can do. He has not left anything that a man cannot do. In positive, we can say he has done everything that a man can do. And you see my harvest, and now you means the result, reader can see the result. What I reap this very day, now a year is run. Now, what the result he reaps means he has received today, just exactly after 1 year. This is very pathetic, that he jumped for the sun, wanted to do something great, and as a result of that, he suffered. Now, here in the second line, first line it is written, leaped for the sun. This is an allusion What illusion we have? We have the illusion of Icarus, Icarus, Icarus. Icarus was the son of Daedalus. They were imprisoned in Crete, Crete, inside a labyrinth, means Bhulbhulaya. And the father, Daedalus, wanted his son to escape that labyrinth. So he made a pair of wings of wax for him. And Icarus was warned by his father that don't fly too close to the sun, nor fly too close to the sea or water bodies. If you fly close to the sun, the wax wings will get melted. And close to the sea means it will get the moisture, so it will become heavier. So you will fall and die. But Icarus did not listen to his father's advice. He wanted to fly higher and higher, almost to the sun. And what happened? His wings got melted and he collapsed and died. Same thing happened to this patriot. He wanted to do something extra, too much for the society, for his countrymen, and his countrymen did not take it easily. Ultimately, the patriot suffered. And how will he suffer? We will find in the next stanzas or in the next chapters, in chapter 5. So, what we have seen? Overwhelming ambition. Ambition that is extreme, that is more than normal. And whenever our ambitions are more than normal, overwhelming, we suffer. I go in rain and more than needs. He is working in rain now. Towards what he is working? Now he is working towards the place of execution. That Patriot whom people accepted so lovingly, so caringly, is now going to be imprisoned and beheaded. So something drastic event happened. What's the drastic event? That is not mentioned directly. He lived for the sun. He wanted to do good for the people, but it went wrong. People misunderstood him as a villain instead of hero just after 1 year. Such is the fragile, such weak is the feelings of human being. There is nobody on the housetop now, stanza 4. There is no one standing on the top of the house, just a palsied few. Palsied means pale face or weak people at the window set. Few people are standing at the window set. For the best of the sight is all allow, for the better view, for the extremely scintillating, interesting view, all were allowed where? To the Sambals gate, to the place of execution. The gate was wide open so that people can enter and see their beloved patriot is getting executed. They will enjoy the beheading of their beloved patriot, whom they accepted so heartily a year ago. Such weak is the sentiment of human being, such weak is the situation of human culture. They forget everything within no time. Or better yet, by the very scaffold's foot. Scaffold means the platform where the beheading is done. The platform where the beheading is done. So, for the best view, what is going to be done? All are allowed to gather at the foot or at the platform of the place of beheading or execution. Gates were wide open of the scaffolds, so they can see that their beloved, nowadays their most hated patriot is going to be beheaded. This is very ironical, these two stanzas. So, we will make summation of these two stanzas. What we have found, that he wanted to bring the sun, just like Prometheus. What did Prometheus do? Prometheus stole the light of the sun to give it to the people of the earth. He wanted to do the same. He wanted to do something great so the countrymen will get benefited. But it went wrong. And as a result of that, he suffered. He fell down. His downfall occurred. And just like Icarus, overwhelming ambition caused him too much of injury, both physical and mental. He had done everything that a man can do, but the result did not come according to his wish. People took him as a villain, not a hero. He is no more a patriot, but a traitor to the people. But actually, from inside, he is clean. He did not want to do anything bad for the country. Further, what we have found here in this very topic, the people who were just jumping on the roof of their houses, almost breaking the roof, collapsing the roof of the houses in order to see the patriot in first stanza, they are not on the roof now. Only few people who can come out of the house, they are standing at the window looking at their beloved patriot being handcuffed and taken to the place of execution. So it's a very nice view for the people to see a person, a human being is going to be beheaded. So all gathered at the place, at scaffold, or all gathered at, just a minute, let me check the book once. So what happens, for the betterment of view, all were allowed to gather at the Scamble's gate. Scamble gate means the surrounding where the execution is done. And for the best of the view, what was done? Very painful. What was done for the best of the view? For the best of the view, they were allowed to gather at the foot of the platform where the execution is going to be done. So, this is the major part of the poem. We can say this is the reversal of fortune as well as error of judgment. When you commit error of judgment, our fortune suffers. We face misfortune. So, he has done error of judgment. That is the only bad thing he has done and nothing else. And he is going to suffer. That we will see in stanza 5 and 6. So, here ends the poem. Finding any doubt, do let me know. Thank you very much, children.